when you're talking about participant-led, what does that mean for you?
So thanks for having me on the couch. I love it. For me personally, I'm really passionate about making sure that there's a really great outcomes for people that have a disability that are going into SDA homes. And so when I talk about participant-led, I want to make sure that that is captured in the property for them, for their livability, for their comfortability, and for that ongoing tenancy. And it just means things like designing properties differently, having greater or larger participant bedrooms so they've got really great space, usability, so, bigger lounges or private alfrescos, like things that make it a comfortable experience for somebody in a home where they have to share with another person that they don't necessarily know. So participant-led is about keeping at the forefront of our mind for our design and our properties about the person, the end user.
Was having a conversation with one of our key sales partners in the car on our way to the Brisbane office today, and she was talking about the fact that we are selling SDA packages, that you sold one earlier this week, and it was 11 minutes from it being packaged and released to EOI.
Correct.
And then we've had another one at the end of last week, and it was sold within 34 minutes from it being released from our drafting team, released to the BDM team, issued to a couple of our sort of SDA specialist sales partners, and it was 34 minutes until we had a deposit and sales advice. So we know that for the key sales partners, part of this is speed to act, right? So
Absolutely.
They need to have clients that understand that we've already done the due diligence on the design and the location.
Yes.
So they need to have crystal clear focus on what their package price is. Can you go up to $1.2 million? And if you can, are you going to be in a position to, when the package is provided to you, to make a decision as to whether to invest or to wait for the next one?
Absolutely. I always tell the RPs when I have the initial meeting with them and then we go into the next step and we are having those conversations around the packages, that they need to have their clients qualified and ready to move. It is a fast-moving product. We're only doing a few every week. We're not doing huge amounts like I've mentioned before. We have very specific packages that we push out, and if the RPs aren't qualifying their clients and they're not ready to move, they're going to miss out because they move very, very quickly. Like you said, 11 minutes, 34 minutes. And so when we're setting these packages out and we've done all that due diligence to move that quickly and jump into a $1.1 or $1.2 million property, with the comfort of knowing that we've already done all that due diligence in the background. But absolutely, one of the key parts is making sure their clients are qualified and ready to go.
So if a referral partner rings and asks for a stock list of SDA homes, that's not something that we can just go, yes, here are 10 that we prepared last week, and all 10 of these are available. What we would be able to provide is example packages that we have prepared that have now sold in certain locations.
Yeah.
And I suppose the next step would be for us to take a brief, right?
Yes.
From those sales partners. So to come back to us to say, we have a SDA investor who can go up to $950,000 and they are ready to move. We have a client who can go to $1.1 million and they are ready to move. So that we actually know that when that package comes from the drafting team, that we've got a client and a sales partner who are ready to receive, review, and act.
Absolutely. And a lot of the time we'll package to their brief as well. I know we're not driven by their price, but we are driven by the referral partners saying that they have qualified people ready to go. And so when we're packaging, we already have clients looking at investing in that, we would send that straight to that referral partner, but it goes to everybody.
So there are currently 106 participants living in legacy NDIS homes.
It's not just legacy, sometimes it's SDA homes that have just been done poorly.
Who are needing to move into a new SDA home.
Yeah, they want to leave that location. I mean, the vacancy rates are really high. I think there's 56 vacancies across that area as well, and 106 people wanting to move out. And that could be a range of things, right? It could be legacy stock, it could be poorly designed, it could be overcrowded, it could be there's a cluster of them in one street, which is done all the time. Or it could be the fact that they're so disconnected from their local network that they need to move somewhere where they can get that access. And to date, no one's been providing SDA options in the better located areas because everyone's been driven by price. And we're not driven by price whatsoever. We're driven by demand, solely demand, and tenant desire. So where they want to be and where that demand is. So if I am stepping into the shoes of a key sales partner, I've got a client, they've got $750,000 and they want to invest in an SDA home in South East Queensland. And I rang you and said, hey, Renee, I've got a client, SDA home, $750,000. You would say, unfortunately, we can't help you in the SDA space. And I would encourage your client to do some really serious research because likely the type of property that they're going to buy at that price point is something that's going to have high vacancies. How about we talk about an option that we do have in that price point, which is our other properties that we offer, co-living, traditional. So the SDA providers, let's say that there's 3 on my list. Their service levels, their fee structure, I'm assuming is going to vary. Absolutely it does, yes.
So it's a matter of, if I've received 3, would you be recommending to our investors that they spoke with all 3?
Absolutely. We want to make it an informed decision. I don't want to be influencing that whatsoever. The whole idea is about creating choice and control from an investor standpoint. We want the investors to go and have those conversations, understand those SDA providers' structures, from their leases to their fees and things like that. And ultimately, they don't have to choose any of those SDA providers. They can choose anyone they want in the market. We're just giving them a leg up basically by providing an opportunity to speak to the network that we work with.